niggas uninitiated, let me bless them in. This the reason June will never have to stress again. Get the blender out, grab that Pyrex again. KSA, me amigos to my Mexicans. We the best of friends, me and Cocaina. This remind me of that feeling when I caught my first Nina. Probably took it to the roof.
Good evening, all my great ones, and welcome to another episode for the Uninitiated. Yes! Ooh. That's a new name.
New shit.
So, with all that being said, we're going to jump right into our current events top 6, unpopular opinion, and words to the wise. So, with all that being said, Big Mike.
Who are you?
Oh, they know who I am.
But at this point, they should.
I mean, listen, if y'all know who I am, I'm your girl, Great Dane. Sending you positivity, faith, and abundance every week. And you are?
I'm Mikey Benoit.
And you?
Crossface Crippler.
I would be Red Line. Envy Red Line.
And we are here to elevate your minds, body, and spirit.
We here to what? Say that again?
Elevate your mind, body, and spirit.
Some weird shit.
Mainly your body, though.
I'm here for the mind.
Shout out to LSG. Mainly your body.
We got a lot in store for you today, so Big Mike.
My body all over your body.
We're not even there yet.
All over
That's
your
true.
body, girl. I just had to hit that.
Man,
you can't leave that hanging like that.
Yeah.
Y'all really just want to skip to the top 6.
We got this shit going early, man. You know?
We did.
I don't want to skip to the top 6, but I'm just in that mood, in that place.
What's that mood?
That mood in that place is the baby making mood. That's the mood we're in. That's the way we're
in that mood. That tight ass shirt on.
I don't like this very much.
Yeah, I
stay
flexible.
You want to go peach?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can we get peach up here,
Somebody
please?
get that peach wine, guys.
Anybody?
Somebody.
Yeah, but that's the mood.
Look, ain't nobody working.
The baby making mood is on, so I'm just kind of like I'm feeling that. It's not, we gonna get into these current events and these topics, and we gonna do what we gonna do and do it how we supposed to do it. But
how you gonna look at your notes?
at that, that's what I was just thinking about. I can't get to my notes because I'm on my live. I gotta go get me an iPad. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first of all, congratulations to everybody that has been rocking with us for 20 plus episodes.
Man, not gonna lie, man, that 20 blew by, y'all. That shit kind of quick.
20 plus episodes.
We're here now.
Much love and appreciation to the crew, everybody that comes in every week, helps us out, appeases to our egos to a certain extent, and you know what I'm saying,
Sure.
and humble themselves to do actual work with us. It's not an easy job. It's a thankless job, especially by me, because I just don't feel like thanking people sometimes, and I know I need to work on that. But it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I really am grateful, you know what I'm saying, to be in this position with y'all and to watch the growth of the podcast and the movement as a whole. It's been a real live growth. It's a resurgence in some ways because we back.
Yeah, man.
We back, and you know what I'm saying, and I love and appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying. So as we get this episode 21 started of Joy Dilla's Dream. Oh shit! I said Joy Dilla's Dream. As we get this episode started for the Uninitiated, let's talk about why we not calling the podcast Joy Dilla's Dream no more.
But look, before you get into that, I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. We gonna fuck up with that a lot. And we still getting used to the name change, y'all. So if we say Drug Dealer's Dream, don't worry about it, man.
Don't rip our heads off.
For the Uninitiated.
Real niggas fuck up.
Fuck up sometimes.
And if we say Drug Dealer's Dream, just I want y'all to know one thing. It's still a drug dealer's dream. Like, I just want y'all to know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for political reasons and other reasons, we decided as a whole to change the name of the podcast to For the Uninitiated. We're gonna go around first, and I'll probably cap it off. But what's y'all ideas and y'all thoughts about the name change?
Okay, so in retrospect, we kind of got some feedback, good and bad. I got people that was like, yeah, fuck that, do what you want to do, call it what you want to do. And then we have some of our older, more conservative people in our lives that kind of were just a little thrown off by the name. Mm-hmm. Didn't really take the time to get to know the name, so we're faulting you for not listening on episode 1. But just because when you breaking into mainstream and you want to do things politically correct, is what I want to say, you kind of got to adapt. Now, granted, we could have kept it the same name, then there was some fuck niggas out there talking that little shit. So we just moved on to a new name, and you know, still same people, same place, same time, new name.
Real shit.
That's what it is.
My outlook is like, you know, the content is gonna be the content. You know what I'm saying? We can call this shit Red Line Dan and Mikey's ABC 1, 2, 3, right? But the content is gonna be the content. So for me, like switching the name, it was like it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know, there's some other guys out there with a similar joint, and we just didn't really need that type of headache. You know what I'm saying? Also, we looking to kind of expand and bring people on in different walks of life and shit like that. So, you know, a politician may not want to go and promo that they about to be on a show called Drug Dealer's Dream.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even a lot of the local shit we did with just people we know when it came to marketing, it was like, yo, we got to go DDD on a promo. And,
True.
you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So for me, it was just a more of a business decision than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly love the Drug Dealer's Dream name, the logo. I like the concept. I thought the shit was fire. I still do. You know what I'm saying? But if we want to try to get this shit to the next level and grow it how we want to, I think the name change was needed. So you know what I'm saying?
The name is what intrigued me from the beginning.
Yeah,
It's
off top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone with Drug Dealer Dream merch, keep it, because guess what? It's gonna be worth some money one day.
Yeah, it's limited edition right now.
Limited edition.
So, you know.
Yeah, so with that being said, I really I just want everybody to know that it was a group decision. Like, it wasn't nothing that came up like one person or even two people. It was just like Vaughn said, to a certain extent, it was a business decision. It was a decision that had to be made for the growth of what we're trying to do. But I want to make it real clear. I stand by Drug Dealer Dream, the podcast. I stand by that. And the only reason why I'm saying I stand by that, because I got a lot of people that in turn was like, if people don't understand it, then fuck them, and boom, don't change the name, leave it where it's at, because, you know what I'm saying, that was the idea, that was your idea with, you know what I'm saying,
right.
And if people didn't take the time to, and I understood that, and those are the people that we really want to speak for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people that's unheard. You know what I'm saying? The people that don't have a voice. And I stand with y'all. We stand with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it's just that the nature of the beast, that we had to like make a real live business decision, and that was part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just for marketing, promotion wise, and just certain people dealing with the politics of having people on and them not wanting to quote unquote be associated with drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or drug dealers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody it's such a negative connotation, and we spoke upon it in the first episode. Like, the negative connotation with drugs and drug dealers to me is so stereotypical. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's so based upon African American men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what we was trying to do is we was trying to break that myth. What we was trying to do is try to like take that stereotype and put it on his head. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to provoke as well, because we want people to like have conversations about this type of shit.
Right.
That's the only way we're going to elicit and bring change, is if we have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants to play it safe to a certain extent, and that's why we're at where we're at now with the name, because people that we want on the show and people that we might want to have affiliated with the show, we're scared.
Yeah.
I mean, just plain and simple, we're scared. And me personally, and it was a big thing about me, because I just came home. I just did 10 years for drug trafficking. So, you know, a lot of people in my inner circle was saying, like, why you want to associate yourself with drugs and saying something is drug dealer, this and that, knowing where you just came from and why you just came from there. But that was the ideal.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Concept.
Yeah, and I understand that, because there's so many podcasts out here that are dedicated to different topics. Negative topics, racist topics, and they can call it whatever they want to with no backlash. You don't hear a word about it. But I mean, you don't hear anything about it at all, because it ain't doing shit. So with that being said, as far as a drug dealer goes, and I will say this to the people, there's never been any success without a criminal. So when people get like down on oh, you're a drug dealer and this and that, and not to say that we're drug dealers, we're dealing a drug, which is the podcast. That is our drug. We're dealing information. We're dealing things that you need to hear. So that's what we're dealing. That's our drug of choice. So anybody that had a problem with it, you know, we respect your opinion, but pretty much, I will stick my middle finger up, but y'all get the gist.
Exactly.
What she said.
For the uninitiated. And moving forward, that's what it's going to be for the uninitiated. And speaking of for the uninitiated, Drug Dealer's Dream for the uninitiated is available now. If you don't have it, download it.
All streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. Check it out, man. It's some fly shit. Michael and the Influence. We got more shit on the way. The visual album is on the way. Shot by iLoom Media.
Oh, my fucking goatee that got stuck in the mic.
Whoa. That really just happened. What?
Did it hurt?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's just one hair too.
Like,
Damn, my man be like.
give us free.
And that's the CEO of iLoom Media. Just trying to give his ass a shout out, and that happened.
Your mama like a goatee get caught in the mic. Yeah. We got shit coming, man. So yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, so here we go. For the uninitiated, man. So, and for the uninitiated, people was asking me about that. Like, everything just with you gotta be complex. Like, why everything gotta be Cause I'm not fucking stupid. Like, let's not, everybody wants to dumb everything down. Everybody wants shit to be simple. Everybody wants shit to be, like, elementary. I disagree. Like, let's do some thought-provoking shit. If you don't know what uninitiated is,
Webster.
just put uninitiated in your fucking Google, man. Like, if you don't get that, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, you know how to initiate somebody, so if you uninitiated, then what are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Ignition. Another great song.
yeah, like just work. Like I'm not gonna make this shit simple, man. Dr. Seuss, this ain't Dr. Seuss the podcast, man. I don't do Dr. Drug Dealer's Dream, Dr. Seuss version for you ignorant motherfuckers, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like I really like people literally said to me like, man, you should have left it Drug Dealer's Dream. But people don't even know what for the uninitiated means.
How y'all don't know?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say
I
this,
say you
man.
can't
if
win.
If you don't know what that means and don't got the mental capacity to go and figure it out, this ain't for you.
Then
Bobo could have figured it out.
and then my thing, right? But this is really my thing. In my head, I'm thinking like, if they don't know what for the uninitiated, 9 times out of 10, they not watching no podcast or listening to a podcast.
Yeah, like that ain't even on their radar.
That's not even on their radar. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a people, we gotta build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about, and that's what everything is about that we trying to do. But we're not gonna go down for y'all. We're gonna try to build y'all up. We trying to build the culture up, man. So speaking of the culture, we gotta get into something a little more serious. Even though this is kind of serious.
This shit serious.
It's definitely serious.
This is kind of serious. I'm feeling the way already. But let's talk about Jeff Blake, the incident with my man.
You know,
Initially, Jeff Blake was charged with assault on police officers, but those charges have been dropped. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's so much shit. It's so many layers to this. But let's just get at the end of the day. He got into some type of altercation with police officers. You know what I'm saying? Now, why it developed, there's so many different stories about why it developed, why it happened, whatever. But make a long story short, he got into an altercation with police officers. The officers were telling him basically, stand down, don't move, where you going? He took off kind of erratic and went to reach into his car, and he got shot 7 times in the back by police officers.
before
Video
you,
was kind of hard to watch, man. That shit was crazy.
it's extremely hard, but before we move on, let me just ask you too, because you're 2 black men. If the police officers tell you don't move, stop moving, whatever, what are you gonna do?
Listen, I'm gonna kind of go back to the Aubrey. My point of view with the Aubrey thing is kind of similar with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Should he have lost his life? Of course not. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, he's not dead. Should he have lost his ability to walk and got shot 7 times over this shit? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? The police need to, for one, prevent a person from getting to their car. Like it was 5 or 6 cops out there, maybe 7 cops. he shouldn't have been able to get to the car for one. But that's another.
Was not grabbing him enough?
They could have grabbed him, wrestled him to the ground, whatever. But this is my thing as a black man, right, who had a few run-ins with the police. I got a family to get home to, all right? If my kids is in the car with me, that changes everything, right? So my outlook on this shit is this.
His children were in the car too.
His kids was in the car.
Children were in the car.
Dude put himself in a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? We know what cops is doing. We know the climate we live in right now, right? So everybody is on this whole trip of like, I ain't taking this shit no more. And I get that. Stand up for your rights and all that shit. But don't lose your life behind the shit.
Pick your
you understand what I'm saying? You not gonna reach into a car. You not gonna get tased, snatch the taser out, go to your car, open the door, reach in that motherfucker, and not think that this cop is. I mean, what did he think was about to happen? This is a white, scary ass cop. These motherfuckers. He fit the description of I fear for my life. He went and reached in his car. And it was on camera. So the whole thing is, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, should he have lost his life? Absolutely not. There's other ways to handle it. Did he put himself in a position to lose his life? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And as a black man, dog, whenever I interact with the police, my whole thing is to de-escalate the situation on my own. I'm not leaving it up to the police to de-escalate because they obviously don't have the training to do it. They've shown us this shit time and time again. So I'm not gonna ever put myself in a situation where the cop walk up to my car, he got his hand on his gun already, he where the weed, where the drugs and all that. Ain't nothing in here. Do what you gonna do, bruh. But I'm not about to, yes sir, no sir, yeah. I'm gonna be upfront with you. I ain't about to argue with you, none of that shit. No matter how wrong I feel. Now, if you walk up and you being an asshole, you talking crazy, you might manhandle me or something, it might escalate. But if we just having a simple conversation to stop moving, follow these directions, I'm doing that with no problem because I gotta get home to my family, man. And I feel like when these dudes do this type of shit, they cheat their families, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to die, you didn't have to get shot 7 times in front of your kids, man. It just wasn't that serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just my outlook, man. Dude brought that shit on himself, man. He should have handled that differently, man, because we know these cops is ready to shoot somebody. Fuck that.
And what people have to understand, this is not it is a black and white problem, but it's a black and blue problem. Police they stick together, whether black, purple, pink, orange, it does not matter. They're all for the, like, I'm gonna protect the police is their brother.
The police, black police in the hood be beating the fuck out of kids, dog. I mean,
beat your ass.
They've been doing this shit since I was little. I know they was doing it before. So again, I agree with you on that black and blue thing, man, because it's a lot of black cops that's just as bad, dog. They'll kick your ass too.
The black cops can be worse in my summation. I just like, first of all, I've been numb to this whole violence against black men by police officers. I've been numb to it. I'm from an era of, man, like calling me from the joint. I'm from the era, probably my little nephew. I'm from the era of, let me get some of this. I'm from the era of Rodney King.
Right.
So I was a kid when Rodney King was assaulted by police officers and beaten on camera. After the officers initially weren't charged, then they were acquitted. So that's the era I'm from. I'm from the era of seeing police get away with shit. I'm from the era of my grandmother's from the South, and all my grandmothers told me, if the police is coming, you go that way. You get away from the police. You try your best not to have any type of
run-ins with the police.
Yeah, any type of situation with the police, whether you're guilty or not, whatever the situation is. So that's kind of how we were taught.
Right.
So I understand your point of view on that. My thing is, as a black man in America, we're under constant threat. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're under constant threat. We're in our own country, from little boys up, we're enemies of the state. So I just personally, we get the information that we receive it from the media. And I don't necessarily trust what the media got to say, because they the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? They not speaking to the people for the people. These are billion-dollar corporations that have a narrative that they want to put out. I don't know, and even video and all these different things, what we see and how we see it, there's always something else to it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just basically say, like with the Arby situation. I don't give a fuck what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if he did. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in a position where you have power over others, with great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
You risk your life on a daily basis. That's your job. My job as a civilian, be it a criminal or a guy that's law-abiding. I don't have any job. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I'm a criminal and I'm committing an act, you still don't shoot me.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You risk your life. This is you chose this, but with great power comes great responsibility. You're responsible to serve and protect.
Right.
So you have authority over others. With that authority, you have to know how to use it. And all of this shit has to be taken in a historical perspective.
Oh, you took the words out.
And that's my main thing with America. All this shit has to be taken into account that 50 years ago, it's crazy, 50, 55 years ago, we were drinking from different fountains.
Yeah.
And we couldn't use the same bathroom.
We were sitting in the back of the damn
Like you
bus.
can literally talk to your grandparents about this shit.
Exactly. So it's not that far removed. This is history, but it's current history.
Right.
So this is something that we still are dealing with as a nation. So cops are being taught a certain way by cops that lived through that shit. And we're told to do shit a certain way. And we have to understand that.
And they have to remember where the police came from. The police were originally slave catchers. That is what they were trained to do. They were trained to bring slaves that left home to come back home. That's where we originally started at. Yeah, white people was getting arrested. Well, not even arrested. You was just getting in trouble. Whatever was happening to them, it wasn't what was happening to us. We were getting beat and lynched every time something was going astray. And they beat and lynch your ass now. Don't be confused about what's going on. Every time another black person get murdered, another black person's name get buried. So that's why people are like, oh, we doing this, we doing that, we doing this, we doing that, we protesting, we doing this. They're still killing us. So clearly, it's not getting across.
Oh no, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck about
There's
this.
been 235 police shootings and killings since Arby.
Yeah, and
That shit is ridiculous. 235.
And Breonna Taylor,
oh, they still ain't arrested.
they still haven't arrested you fuckers.
And they not. But see, this is the thing. And this is why I call for revolution. Because all that marching, like that shit is played, man. And people be tearing me up about this. You know, I go through a lot of shit when I say marching is played and voting, and people like get out and vote and all these different things. And I think it's all bullshit because the game is rigged. And so until we unrig the game, we're going to continue to go through these things. We are in a country that was built upon us being property. So these laws that we're living under, to me, they aren't our laws. They're their laws.
Right.
You understand what I'm
they make
saying?
it clear though.
They make it.
Look at the disparity. It was a guy that got arrested for armed robbery. Same day as a white. I'm sorry, they got sentenced the same day. It was a black guy and a white guy. Same crime, same court, same day.
And same history.
Same exact
same
history.
Criminal
same
history.
criminal history. The white dude got 15 years less than the black dude. Same exact crimes.
That's what we're dealing with.
You know what I'm saying? So,
then,
but this is my thing. I wanted to respond to Dave real quick about the march and this play shit. See, I agree and disagree, right? I feel like all of those things is needed. Mm-hmm. I feel like a nigga like you wouldn't be beneficial out there marching. You a motherfucker that should probably be on the front lines or, you know, being more active, right? So I feel like all of those different factions is needed. I feel like the protesting is needed. I feel like the voting is needed. I feel like the tearing shit up is needed. I feel like all of those things kind of work together because everybody has a place. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't willing to get out there and get bloody for this shit,
okay,
right?
That makes sense. But
people are willing to get out here and protest online or boycott certain places or do these things that don't require them to be in harm's way. And that's cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I respect those people, but I respect those people that's upfront about that. Don't get on social media or on your platform, whatever platform you have, and talk all of this, let's get in the streets and be active shit, but you're not doing it.
Right.
You're a militant.
Yeah, now I have an issue with that. But if you're a person that say, hey, I'm not going out there, and I've seen this from people that I know and respect. Hey, listen, I'm not about to get out there and put myself in harm's way, but I'll donate money. I'll go and support this cause. I'll do this, I'll do that. So I feel like it's all needed, but everybody just got to find what works for them. And you will be more effective that way, to be perfectly honest.
True story.
So on this topic, the advice that I'm going to give everyone, and this is the advice that we keep giving y'all every week, please go and buy you a firearm. Please go to the gun range and learn how to shoot. Please teach your sons how to shoot. Because if nothing, teach your daughters how to shoot. Teach us all how to be prepared. Because if nothing else is coming out of this, a civil war is going to arise. You know that's what they said. The next war will be on our soil. It didn't mean that somebody else was coming over here.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying? So it's going to get to the point where motherfuckers is going to be done and it's going to get bloody. Protect yourself at all costs. Protect your family.
Be ready.
Be fucking ready. Because every day that somebody does something to us, it gets more and more heightened. I feel so bad for our black men. I feel so bad for them. But I feel bad for the black women too, because even underneath the black man is the black woman.
Yeah.
We sit right up underneath them. We barely have a right. They only let us in because it's like, I'll take them over the man.
Technicality, for real.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, bring the black bitch in.
But look, real quick, I want to say this. I want to say that they did release the officer's name that killed or shot.
Oh, Rusty
Shiseski.
It sounds like
Rustin. Well, let me spell it for him, just in case they want to look
Rustin
him up.
Shucky.
RUSTONSHESKEY.
He's
active.
That nigga sound like a Nazi.
Rustin,
Like
he
sound like he catch a nigga anywhere he liable to put a cap in his ass. I'm just gonna be honest. Like with a name like Rustin Shucky,
Rustin Shucky.
motherfucker probably got a swastika on his back, like fucking American History X.
So anybody that was scared of the
Nazi
revolution,
bitch.
count your fucking days, because it's on the way.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe it.
I've been saying that.
I think it's coming.
This is the thing though. I'm gonna say this. I don't think that it's gonna be like a revolt of black people that just like organize and just go and do some shit. I think it's gonna be more of a reaction. I think the white dude's gonna jump it off.
They're gonna come with some bullshit,
They're gonna jump it off.
But we're gonna finish it.
They're gonna jump it off because I mean you can see the one cat that shot the people out there at the protesters, and even with that one, you know, this is not on our list to talk about, but I wanted to touch on it for a second. Even with that, you see these people attack the nigga that they just saw shoot somebody. They ran up, tried to hit him, whatever. He fall to the ground and start shooting. He just shot somebody. Y'all running up on this motherfucker with skateboards. Ain't nobody got no guns. You run. So I mean, like, just and these was white people he killed. Let's just put that out there. He didn't kill no black people. He shot white people. You know what I'm saying? But it was more on some shit, self-preservation shit. He was running down the street. They ran up behind him, and he let them bitches off. Now, that's still murder at the end of the day, but again, it goes back to what is your responsibility at the end of the day? If you trying to get home, you trying to fucking die in the street.
Yeah.
I'm not about to run up on nobody if I'm unarmed. All I got is a fucking skateboard and they running with a long gun. They just shot somebody, so clearly they gonna bust that bitch.
My fucking lips is dry. Hey, does somebody feel like you want to get my bliss text?
And the only other thing that I do want to say about this incident is
Fucking lips are so dry. Oh my God.
it would make so much.
Killing me.
It's
It
some
makes
in this
me
book
wonder.
bag right here. Some car makes in this book bag.
It is. I appreciate it. Look at you, a fucking
I'm always
lifesaver.
prepared, man. I got toothpick, Carmex, nigga,
God damn it, he's a
little sea
survivalist.
moss grease, man, all type of shit, man. What y'all need?
The apocalypse come, I know where I'm going.
Man.
Definitely.
Hey, that's the same shit Twank said. Hey, Twank like, yo, when they go down, I'm coming to your house.
Coming over there, I'm gonna let my shit grow out.
Yeah.
I definitely think that the police should load their guns with rubber bullets.
But even with the rubber bullets, they shoot motherfuckers in the eye with them and shit.
But
So
like
it's
motherfucker, shoot below so you can knock a
But
nigga
that's
down.
with the rubber bullets, they're not supposed to shoot directly at you. They're supposed to shoot at the ground and let them bounce off the ground and hit you. They're not supposed to shoot directly
So
at you.
police use the guns the right way.
So yeah, man.
Shoot a motherfucking cop. That's what need to go on around here.
Sea moss, yeah.
Bust a motherfucking cop.
Yeah, Adrian, I got the sea moss grease.
Catch
man.
a cop
Shit,
out there
that's
out of bounds, pop his ass. And then like,
listen, y'all. This is let's put the disclaimer out. Influential Michael's views in no way, shape, or form reflects the cast company of Major Influence Media. Those are his and his alone. Carry on.
Thank you for that.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying like, and then this goes back to for the uninitiated.
Oh, I said drug dealer's dreams, didn't I?
You said major influence.
I said major influence, but I'm saying like at the end of the day,
The company.
At the end of the day, you know, freedom of speech, man. You know what I'm saying? When I say that it's not, I'm not trying to threaten the police officers, but at the end of the day, Y'all are kind of the enemy. Let's just be honest here. You gotta pick a side with this shit.
They definitely the enemy, but I just don't want nobody like tapping in on us because we just said some reckless
I
shit.
hope so though, because if so, and you know what I'm saying, like I just know what controversy sells.
No, I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about the law. You know, you say shit like that on the internet, bro. The FBI will come to your fucking house. Like, you said,
But see, this the thing about that with me and the FBI. They've been watching me forever, so they don't even bother me. It's FBI, FBI.
I'm just saying, man. You know, they be listening like a fuck, man. So you know, I just want us to be careful, man.
And definitely, we can go on and on about how our civil rights have been destroyed. It's detached from us.
Yeah, we have no civil rights. We don't have these liberties that people have. But let me just say, I was talking shit. Don't go shoot no police, man. Unless you're ready for the real life revolution. If you're ready for the real life revolution, then you strategize. You just don't go and just.
You get organized.
42. I'm drinking 42. Yeah, you get organized and strategize.
You get yourself some.
But
You get some good spread out on them.
This is real shit though. But you see what they did. You see what the FBI did. You know what I'm saying? They killed that movement.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? This is what they do.
I guess it ain't in there.
They killed the movement, the Black Panther movement. They killed that because of our power and our strength, and they didn't want us to protect ourselves. So I don't mean just go shoot a cop. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is strategize, mobilize, and prepare yourself, and go ahead and handle that business. If you are threatened, if your family is threatened, protect yourself. If not, go rifle.
Hey, though, real quick, I want to say this. I've been seeing a lot of videos of projectiles and objects being thrown at cops with like precise accuracy. So shout out to the niggas who've been throwing shit at the cops. Cause somebody threw a garbage can, top dog, and they threw that bitch like Captain American shield, bruh. That bitch hit dude in the back of his head, put him down. Put him down, and he had on a helmet. So you know they threw that bitch. Boom, and he was asleep. So shout out to whoever throwing shit out there, man, with that good accuracy, man. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Real quick though, man, you know, I wanted to take a moment of silence, man. Brief for Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever.
One time for the brother, man.
One time. Okay, we back.
Our blessings and our prayers go out to his family, man.
For sure, man. I want to say this before we dive into that, though. Like, shout out to his team, man. Like, they literally kept that shit under wraps for 4 years, bro. Nobody leaked the information. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on, man. Like, he had a solid team around him. And I also want to say this, man. Like, the internet can be such a fucking harsh place. When dude was losing all that weight, like earlier in the year, he had put a video up where he had like the hat on and shit, whatever. But he was looking really sickly, and people were just fucking going in on him, bro. Like,
laying into it.
Yeah, they was going in on him. It's like, you know, man, like, you don't know what people going through, bro. You don't know the battles people fighting every day, man. So like, everybody, man, just try to be a little bit more compassionate, man, and think before you start typing shit, because you really don't know what battles people fighting, man. So
I think because Wakanda was shrouded in secrecy, that's how we didn't know that he was sick. I think, you know, whenever anything, you know, when he had to go do his chemo and shit like that, he went to Wakanda. Head out, chill. Came back, he was better.
Okay, for anyone that does not know, yeah, David. For anyone that is unaware, Chad, he died from colon cancer stage 4. For anyone that's not familiar with cancer.
man, come on, man. No.
Whoa.
What the fuck is going on here?
Too soon?
What's going on? Yeah, way too fucking soon.
Extremely too
Literally like 2 days later. Like, you know
so, back to my valid point that I'm making. For anyone that is unaware, Chad died from colon cancer stage 4.
Oh no, that's not a valid point. That's a fact.
It's a fact, point, valid, all of that.
It's a valid fact.
It's a valid fact.
There's no other thing but
The fact is a fact.
the fact is valid because that makes it a fact.
You see how he just had to correct me because he over here doing shit? What's up?
Do I got a point?
You always have a point, but that's not the point.
You know, I don't want to put me in the middle of shit all the time, but you know.
So, okay, with that being said, Chad died from stage 4 colon cancer.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He was diagnosed with stage 3. If anyone is unaware, colon cancer is one of the harshest cancers that your body can withstand. He had went through multiple surgeries. He had went through chemo. That is why he had lost all of that weight at the beginning of the year. Colon cancer is one of those ones, once it gets to stage 3 and 4, it's, no pun. It's fatal. Pancreatic cancer, it's fatal. Those particular cancers, there's really no coming back from it. You can live as long as you can, but the doctor usually gives you a diagnosis of you're only going to make it this long.
This is my thing with that, though. Like, y'all got to start eating fiber, man. Add up some fiber in your diet, man. A lot of that shit come from, like, hemorrhoids and polyps and all of that shit that y'all be eating a lot of crazy shit, a lot of processed foods, man, and that kind of contributes.
So you telling me T'Challa was eating like McDonald's every day?
I'm saying I'm probably not once he became a famous actor and got information about.
So it was
food,
already too late.
At 30-some years old, you know, you've been eating a certain way for your whole life.
Think about how many times y'all was going to McDonald's in high school.
This is what
Burger
I'm saying.
King, Hot Sauce Williams, all of these places that we were eating at, and this is the thing that I want people to understand.
And black men too, we subjected. It can happen to us at higher rates.
Definitely, my black men that are over 35, please get checked for prostate cancer. Like when I was in high school, my father had prostate cancer. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know. Healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When you get prostate cancer, you might beat it, but guess what? Don't work no more.
Ooh, it's over for that swipe of the.
Yeah. So with all that being said, I want people to be mindful about cancer. Educate yourself. No, you're not gonna eat healthy. I mean, some people do live that life that they can eat healthy every single day, and some people can't. But try to eat as healthy as you can. You don't have to stop at McDonald's. You don't have to go to Burger King.
And
you don't even gotta go to fucking Chick-fil-A.
That's the thing. If you are doing that, put some fiber in your diet. Man.
Get some sea moss. Get some black seed oil.
Get you some fucking Metamucil, man, and put a scoop in some orange juice every morning. Shit don't even taste like nothing. But get that fiber in there, man. You know, a lot of people, man. And you know what? Fuck that. I'm not about to get into this, man. We ain't about to go into goddamn Dr. Drew mode on them.
No, we're
not. At the end of the day, do your body's right and do right by you, man.
Absolutely.
But it's a horrible thing. You know, he was 42 years old, and I want to say this about the whole situation, which it kind of made me look at dude in a different light. Because I'm not about to sit up here and act like, you know, he was one of my favorite actors, and like I just saw every movie he ever made. It wasn't the case. I saw the Black Panther. I thought he was dope in there. I just kind of liked the impact of the character he played, right? Mm-hmm. But I just want to say, man, he made 6 movies while fighting cancer, right? So in between shoots, he was going to do chemo, doing numerous surgeries, all of this shit. And I don't know if y'all know, but for those Marvel movies, you gotta bulk up. He shot 3 Marvel movies because they did a Black Panther 2. Should be coming out next year.
And then he did both of the.
He did the first one. He did the Avenger.
He did both of
those. So he did 4 Marvel movies and then his other movies. So for a motherfucker to have that type of strength to be going through chemotherapy, surgeries, and still film 6 movies, which I heard out of the 6, like they was all pretty good movies. I didn't watch them all. But.
So he plays a lot of influential roles, in my opinion. Okay. He did Thurgood Marshall. He
played Jackie Robinson.
He played Jackie Robinson. He did
played
James Brown,
which was amazing.
So I did see that.
I've seen a lot of his work, and with that being said, he possesses the screen. He jumps into his characters.
What was my nigga? His dude, man. Oh man, you gonna leave me? You gonna leave me?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You gonna leave me? What the fuck is his name? That's it. Oh my god.
You sound just like.
No, he was a hell of an actor, man. Like
Chadwick Boseman was he was one of my favorite actors. When we did the top 6 actors, like I said, he almost made my top 6.
Yeah.
But I just didn't put him in because I had to make a choice, man. I had to make a conscious decision. But Chadwick Boseman was he was one of my favorite actors, man. I'm really hurt by his passing. Like when it found out, it was like, it was like a blow. You know what I'm saying?
2020 been terrible, man.
It's been kind of rough, man. And I just like you say, like the fact that I was just more astounded in the fact that he had it. He was struggling and battling with it for so long and continued to put on that brave face and fight, man. As we have to continue to live until we die. Mm-hmm. And I want everybody to know that.
That's a great fucking point, man.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what kind of adversity you face, whatever you go up against, you know what I'm saying? Nothing is stronger than the human spirit, man. So continue to fight. Ultimately, he passed, but we all have a date. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in power to you, brother. I'm going to continue to watch your work. I'm going to continue to marvel at your humanitarian efforts. He spoke for the people. He spoke to the people.
Oh, for sure, man.
He spoke greatness in us. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for being our first Black superhero, period. We appreciate it. Like, it's like so many, Like when Black Panther came out, it was a movement. So many people went to the movies. So many people embraced it. So many people got in tune with it. And that was really what you needed to be watching. It wasn't just about he was being a superhero. It was about Black people being empowered, running their own shit, having their own way, doing things the right way, having integrity. You know, the things that we're supposed to stand on. That is what that movie represents, not a superhero running around in tights.
I hate that.
That he had on tights?
I hated that idea.
That he had on tights?
No, not that he had on tights.
What I did?
Like that whole little idea. I hated that because like I'm a guy that's in like comics. I'm a geek on the low. Like so the whole idea like seriously, but the whole idea like for like Black Panther and Black people and Wakanda for like when I was seeing this shit and motherfuckers is dressed up going to the movies and. To me, that was the corniest shit ever. Like,
I feel like you should have dressed like the characters and not in African attire.
Dressed in African garb and
yeah, that was wild.
Doing this and Wakanda forever and all that. Like I hated that.
But
hold on, let me hear one.
Go ahead.
Because I hated it because I think as a guy that's in the comic books, I hate for our people and our culture to be relegated to something that's fictional.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I didn't like that. I like the universe that it was in, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the role that it played as far as the movies were concerned. I think we need to take ownership of real people. Like that's just my whole thing. I think we need to take ownership of the great superheroes that we are around and embodying and people that are real people as opposed to something that's fictional. Because like now you see people talking about, oh, so what about Black Panther and this and that? No, y'all are taking this shit way too symbolically. Like, let's look at each other, our brothers and sisters that we're with on a daily basis.
Right.
If you're a single mom, you're a superhero.
Oh, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? If you doing this shit by yourself, you're a superhero. I look up to you, and that's where I find my courage. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. That's where I find my place.
I can respect that.
I can embrace that. But here's my thing with that. For a long time, like our superheroes, like kids are engulfed in that, and they walk around with the Spider-Mans and the Supermans and the Batmans, and they're all white. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna touch on the point I wanted to make.
Yeah. So I was excited to have something different, and I wanted people to embrace the movie just like they embrace Spider-Man and Iron Man. Don't embrace it like that's really what's going on in our world, because it's not. I want you to embrace it like you do all the other Marvel films. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to see
Avengers. What I like. I like the white kids, like, dressing up as Black Panther. Yeah. That's what I like. I just like the fact that, okay, because this, let me just get this out too. People, see, Quincy Jones has a great quote. And he's one of my favorite people ever. Quincy Jones is one of my favorite people ever. He has a great quote. You know what it means when they say you the first? What? It means you're the only. You understand what I'm saying? That means you're the only. So like everything was like with the whole Black Panther shit, the first, and you keep on doing that, and that's gonna be the only motherfucker they give us. You understand what I'm saying? Like we have to look beyond that. It's that's surface shit. That's surface shit. That's why I love the fact that white kids have the opportunity to dress up as a Black character. Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I'm saying? But in my eyes, like I say, as a guy that read comic books and watched all the Marvel, he wasn't the first Black superhero. He was the first with his first feature film, with his first only feature film. But he wasn't the first Black superhero character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, mm-hmm. and he wasn't the first Black superhero. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like I want us to understand that it's entertainment, and let's find our heroes in
absolutely.
the world.
Absolutely, because they're not putting Spider-Man up on the pedestal talking about some, Spider-Man, come save us.
Nah, but I just felt like, man, it was just kind of touching on what Dave said, man. It was just some cool shit for like, just me being a young kid that was into like Superman and X-Men and all of that shit. It was never nobody on that bitch that looked like us. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So for this generation to actually be able to grow up and have those action figures of a Black character and, you know what I'm saying, emulate a Black character and see that he got his own universe. Like, I thought that shit was crazy. Now, would I go and, dress up to go to the movies and all that shit? No, I'm not doing all that. But I think it was dope just to even see like other cultures embrace it. You feel me? I thought it was, that shit it was global. So it was like a lot of people that even like, let's just use China for example, where they look at black people kind of like the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be able to embrace this nigga's retarded.
He's wild.
For them to be able to embrace that character, man, and take it to that level, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a major play. But
for sure. Me when Avengers came out, this was after Black Panther. Me and Shanice were in Miami for her birthday, and we went to the movies to see Avengers, and everyone that was there, we felt out of place. We're dressed up as a character, whether it was Black Panther, Iron Man, no matter what it was. These people, black, purple, pink, it did not matter.
That's real geek shit. They with that shit.
So for the Marvel family, you know what I'm saying? This was a hit for them. You know what I'm saying? That like we lost somebody, but that brand lost a major character.
Oh yeah, for sure. As a kid, did you care about color? Like with your toys and shit?
You know what though, bro? It never was brought up. Like, you know
what I'm saying?
By the time it became a thing to me, bro, I was done playing with toys.
Exactly. You don't, as a kid, and this what I want everybody to understand. That's another thing about this whole shit. Your kids don't care what color toys they play with. Man. They don't, man. They don't care. Because as they grow up,
it's more the parent shit.
Yeah, it's more the parent shit.
Like, they're trying to get her a black doll.
Speak that into the kid.
So it'd be
Get your fucking kid.
Okay, so let me tell y'all. My parents,
you know what I'm saying?
I played with all Ninja Turtles and shit, so they was all
Ninja Turtles,
white or black.
Like G.I. Joes, and
G.I. Joes had niggas all races.
They had niggas Roadblock and all the motherfuckers. It was black niggas. You didn't care about that shit.
It's different for boys though. It's different for boys because my parents didn't buy us white dolls. We had to have.
My wife don't buy.
We had to have dolls that look like us.
Color, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And so for boys, it's like okay, kick their ass. Blah, 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 blah. For girls, they want to brush their hair. They want to dress them up. My parents always made sure like we had dolls that spoke to us like a Kenya doll. I don't know if anybody remember those, but we had a Kenya doll, like all of them. Like not that all American ass doll that they spent all that money on. We had Kenya dolls. Yeah. So like my parents did not buy anything but black toys, and I guess it's just a girl thing. I don't know.
It can be, but like I say, when you grow up playing with the little white toys and shit, you still a nigga, and you know you still a nigga. Like it wasn't no difference to me. Like I didn't give a fuck that Duke was fucking white. Duke, you go shoot Destro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You fucking pop his ass. And when I put you in this bucket with this Ninja Turtle, you better win, man.
You better kick his green ass.
Hey, remember you used to put our little action figures in the bucket like we wrestling, and whichever one pop out first, they lost.
Ladies, we can put your dolls in the bucket.
We dog in the town today, y'all.
Fuck the time up. Fuck the time up. Fuck
it up. Episode.
Oh, we gotta edit it anyway. But yeah, so let's keep moving.
You gotta edit it anyway.
We do gotta edit it, but let's keep it moving then. Moving on to the NBA sit-out, man. Sir. We're gonna talk about another form of protest, which I believe my main man Vaughn spoke so eloquently about. Everybody has a part to play, whether it's taking a bullet or just not playing in a basketball game. So the NBA players Wednesday decided to sit out of playoff games to protest the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. The Milwaukee Bucks, the team that was closest to in Wisconsin. They was the first team to refuse to play against Orlando Magic, and then everybody else followed suit. You had WNBA teams, who is the most. WNBA is the most woke league in sports. I just want everybody to know that. You know what I'm saying? They the most woke league.
Shout out to you ladies.
Shout out to you ladies. And my home and Naomi Osaka, also a black woman, who I love. She's such a great inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? She only like 22 too.
She is a monster.
And she decided to sit out. You know what I'm saying? Out of the Western Open. You know what I'm saying? So we have people that's actually playing their part and taking a stand, taking an actual stand for something that they believe in, which is dope, man. Which is dope. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that is being vocal. Shout out to everybody that's actually taking action.
For sure.
We appreciate y'all and we love y'all, man. And I'm willing to die for my people, for sure.
It's an interesting thing. I'm browsing through the internet today, and one of my followers posted about LeBron and Obama had a conversation, which kind of just led to him making the decision to go back out on the court. And
Chris Paul.
Yep. And Chris Paul. So he kind of gave the blues about it. Like, that's bullshit. He was like, this is why I don't like him, because you're encouraging him to go back out there because that can make an impact. and he felt like the impact was more when they just said no, we're not playing.
This is part of my unpopular opinion, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
wanna get into
I understand the reasoning for the decision. No, actually, I kind of don't. But listen,
Obama's a politician.
he's
like,
and that's understandable. But
and this is what people get, and this is why I have and don't get me wrong, like I say, he's an inspiration of mine, but I read his books. I read The Audacity of Hope. I read Dreams from My Father. I know the difference in these two guys. I know the politician Obama, and that it was a political move.
and that's yep.
And it's politics, and his politics are always at play in America. I want y'all to know and understand that as our people, we need to be more involved and more enlightened to that aspect. But you know, it's a political move, man. And I know my man Vaughn, he got something to speak on about that, so we gonna let him.
We're gonna let you have that one. But
handle that.
you know,
And speaking of Brian, the Lakers defeated the Blazers.
okay, let's go.
Got him up
Got
out
him
of
out of
here.
here.
Man.
So to touch on that, the NBA sit-out shit, I had a conversation with one of my old high school friends and shit about why the sit-out was important, right? He's like, oh, why the fuck would they just stop playing basketball? What is it going to make a change? I said, listen, bro, it's about money at the end of the day. Money affects change, right? So if they stop playing, teams don't make money, the cities that house those teams don't make money, and they can put pressure on the local governments to make arrests. So that's the reason why they did it, in my opinion, right?
And that's what they need to understand.
Can we just go right into my unpopular opinion, y'all?
Take a
let's
stand,
go.
hoes.
Yo, can I get into my unpopular?
Yeah, we're gonna move it up with the show. Let's do
Let me,
it.
because it's really relevant with this.
Let's go with it.
Not locked.
All right, so boom. Okay, so my unpopular opinion is this, man. I honestly feel like the NBA players sitting out for a day didn't do shit.
I agree.
It's a fucking waste.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
One day.
Now as a fan of sports though, I wanted them to play.
For sure.
Right? I was like, yo, I'm kind of fucked up about it. I was like looking forward to the
Fuck
playoffs.
my Wednesday up.
Yeah, fuck my whole plans up, bro. So, but as a black person, right, that's just looking at how, and this go back to what I said a few weeks ago about the corporations just want to throw money at shit, and where does it go? They came up with this list of shit that they want, right? They want the arenas to be used as voting places. They want the league to donate money to change this and blah, 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 blah. But still no arrest, right?
Exactly.
And then one day later, they're like, oh, we talked to Obama. Oh, we met. It's back on. It was a waste of fucking time.
I feel like
Y'all wavered.
I feel like they should
You
not have
fucking-
set out until the arrest was made.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
what
the purpose.
This is what I'm saying, right? They said, you know, we came up with this list of demands, but when I'm reading this list, I'm just kind of like, it's just more bullshit. It's more shit to kind of like put a Band-Aid on a wound, right? Put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Try to appease
On
the
They want to try to appease on 7 gunshot wounds, right? I just don't think that shit was, it was ineffective. You know what I'm saying? And that was just some quick shit. All right, we want to do this for the look. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like my nigga Dave say some attention horse shit.
Some pat on the back shit.
Yeah, like, oh, kudos to the league, man. They did a great job by sitting out there, and tomorrow I'll be back on. Like, I just wasn't feeling that.
I was really discouraged by it.
That shit fucked me up, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
I feel like you should not be playing until something of real substance happened. Like nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Rustin is still out. He's still free.
No, they arrested.
Oh, they
charged
arrested
that motherfucker with 5 felonies, reckless homicide, all type of shit.
Okay, so they arrested him. But here's my question.
But they let him go that night though. They didn't catch that nigga the next day. They didn't catch him till the next day in a whole nother state.
So he was fleeing.
Yeah.
So here's my question to you all, NBA. The next black man or woman that is murdered by the police, are you going to sit out for another day?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did though.
Because you can keep your day.
I mean, let's go easy on him a little bit.
Fuck that, Dave.
Because my whole thing about that is...
You don't go easy on R. Nobody went easy on R. Kelly.
Hey, keep Kels up out of this.
They took his ass right down.
Keep Kels up out of this. But when I say go easy on him, I understand your unpopular opinion. I understand what you're saying as well. My whole thing is this, right? Let's not put the weight of the movement on the whole NBA.
No, I'm not.
Like it's like y'all like you know who I really respect out of this whole situation, who I admire, Giannis and the Bucks, because they were the first
They
team
made the
that-
sacrifice,
and they didn't know what the fuck would come of it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's probably when you talk about everybody in the players' union sitting down having conversations. 80% of the NBA is black, but it's still 20% of the NBA but they all got skin in the game. You understand what I'm saying? So it's more layers to it.
Right, and also to them, bro, they gotta get paid.
Yeah,
and
I just appreciate that. I knew that shit wasn't about to last. I mean,
I felt longer than one day.
I was surprised. Shit. Like I say, when I posted it in the chat, I said question mark. Like we gonna see if it happens or not, because at the time it was saying sources. Yeah. So when it went through, I was like, oh shit, because at the end of the day, that has never happened. Right. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it did go and they didn't play a game until Saturday, I was alright with that because I was surprised it even happened. But I really appreciate Giannis and the Bucks because they didn't know who was going to happen. I knew once LeBron and Chris Paul and all them smarty-yard niggas got into it, oh, y'all niggas gonna play.
But this was the crazy shit though. From the sources, nigga, LeBron was not on it. LeBron was one of the niggas that didn't want to continue.
No, but see, what I'm saying is this. LeBron is one of the players that didn't, and when I say smarty-yard niggas, I mean the niggas with the basketball players with power. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the guys that if LeBron has a talk with President Obama and Obama gets LeBron aside, everybody's going to follow LeBron. This what I'm
He got the influence.
He got the influence as far as players are concerned in the NBA. So when I knew that was happening, I'm like, oh shit, they gonna play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a certain situation, but your popular opinion makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes a lot of sense to me. But let's lay off them guys, man, a little bit, man.
I got you, man. I just had to get that out, bro. The shit was making me feel some type of way.
Dana went in the next time they kill somebody, nigga, y'all better give me 1-1 game. Hold on.
I'm serious.
Listen, I need to know who's gonna win this shit. We gotta get
this football
about to start. I want this shit over with. I need another fantasy league to play into.
I saw you asking about that online.
Yeah, I'm only in 1 or 2 right now. I need to get it like 5.
I'm not even.
Before I start my own 1,000.
Look though, we gotta get into our top 6, guys. We gotta get into it.
We ain't even hear Master PNC Murder.
Real quick
we'll
before
get next week.
Okay. Well, let's move right on.
Shout out to Master PNC Murder.
Cause we'll keep them on.
Shout out to the Rough Riders. Shout out to my nigga Nas, man. King's Disease is a hell of an album.
I took it to the lab.
Well, moving right along, fellas. We're gonna jump into our top 6. David, what are we talking about this week?
Did you just David me like that?
David.
People think they can call me David too. They so funny.
Don't call him David.
They go, David.
I still be fucking me up when people be like, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
We address him by his whole name.
Michael. It'd be so funny. I'd be thinking like,
Wait.
What's that
Yeah, the nigga said it'd be so funny.
I'd be thinking like, So, that voice he just made is going to take us into our top 6. So today, Great Dane chose the top 6. I just want to point that out.
She got to let that be known.
Yeah. So today our top 6 is top 6 baby making songs.
Ooh, like you're ready. Girl, are you ready?
When you lay in it and you make that circular motion, that circular motion. When you lay in it and you make that circular motion.
With the legs up?
The legs ain't got to be up.
I prefer them up.
I'm just saying, that's too much information. But when you lay in it with that circular motion, for my guys out there, you know you wanted something.
It's grind time.
You know it's grind time and that shit
grind
playing,
time.
man. So that's what we talking about, man. That circular motion, the top 6 circular motion songs. You know what I'm saying?
The top 6, I'm gonna leave it all in their songs.
Yeah, the top 6, let me marry that motherfucker for the night.
The top 6, what I like to say, baby, let it murginate. That murginate song. Leave it in there.
Put that beaker in that fucking turkey.
Big Mike, give me your top 6, please.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. 1 is better than 2, 2 is better than 3, so forth and so on. I mean that, but then I don't kind of mean that with this shit but I do kind of mean that with this one because it's some real shit going on with this top 6.
My shit ain't in the 1 to 6 order. I couldn't do it. I just got 6 great songs.
It's so hard, but like...
They all number 1.
When you want to hump it, you want to hump it. Number 1.
And I want you to say it. I want you to say number 1 exactly how he said it. You know, on the song when he first come on, you gotta say it exactly how he said it. Do it.
Oh shit.
Drink the rest of that and then do it.
Drink the rest of that and then do it. Do it.
It's about to fuck y'all up. How you about to say it?
I I don't know what the fuck going on at this point.
That's not gonna fuck you up. It's like,
I'm talking about the audience.
okay, no, it's just number one. You remind me of something.
You remind me of something. That's how he came on.
He be like, no, that's how. I mean, he's like, baby, I just want to tell you, you remind me of something.
Thank you.
Hey. You remind me of my Jeep. I wanna ride it. Something like
Look, I went straight into circular motions. That was crazy. On top, I'm just like,
that's as soon as you hear it, you just
want it. That's what I wanna do. God damn.
when this came out, I was in like junior high and shit, and my thoughts was on getting some. I wanted to get some, and R. Kelly just spoke that into me. R. Kelly, shout out to you, man. Y'all trying to kill me. They trying to kill me. Kill, they trying to kill you, baby. I'm gonna keep your legacy alive, though. They got me fucked up. Pimps and hoes, man. Shout out to R. Kelly, man.
No, man.
It is pimps and hoes.
No, that's true, but quit the fucking shout outs to R. Kelly.
And that's why it's number one, because R. Kelly is the number one artist of baby making songs.
I can't argue.
He's the number one artist of it. I could have did.
I hear no lies.
I had six.
No argument.
I had 6 R. Kelly songs. I had to change my mind because people be like, "Wait, going into me about the way I fuck with Kells. I don't care. I fuck with R. Kelly.
Yeah,
He didn't do nothing wrong to me.
It's kind of off-putting, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to sell your kids? Shit, you sold your kids.
So they kids to me.
What kind of people sell their kids? I'm wondering too, Kel. Shit, what kind of people sell their kids?
That one you pissed on ain't get sold.
Can we get to the top 6
But
guys?
she was nasty.
Her little young ass was freaky.
Hey, look, we talking about circular motions.
Hey, but I'm gonna keep it G. Her moves let me know she was underage though.
Yeah.
She just kept going. Like,
Yeah, I'm talking about circular motion. Her whole thing was
this bitch is 14. Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
And then you could tell she wasn't seasoned when he pissed on me. She was like, she ain't know how to react. A vet don't react. When you get pissed on, the vet be like, nigga, hold on, nigga, that's me.
Hell yeah. Really got that bitch snatched off.
Yeah, exactly.
It can go one or two ways.
It can go one or two ways, but if you're a vet, it's gonna go one or two ways. It's gonna be like, hold on, nigga, that's me, or
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
disgusting.
That's the truth.
David, number 2.
you gonna go.
Yeah, we got number 2.
Okay, that was like junior high. So let's get into my high school. My cousin, shout out to my brother Dre D, man. Me and my bro Dre D, man. This was our fresh into it song, man. Butter Love by Next.
Oh.
You're like my home, my show, you showed me so many things. Think you're so special to me. We was riding one day, I was like 15, I had a car, I was riding and shit, driving. I used to go get breath. We trying to knock something down. That was our thing. We trying to knock something down and we're Tommy Hilfiger and shit. So that's what we was into. And we like going to play basketball too. But you know what I'm saying? But the conversation was like, nigga, we need that song. The song we put on when we got the girls in the room, boom, 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 and it was Butter Love, man.
That's a great fucking song.
That was the one you caught him with.
Not gonna lie.
And I get on when I'm dealing with my homies.
Big Mike, number 3.
Okay, number 3. My guy, the heir to the throne, The Dream, Sweat It Out.
Ooh, banger.
Sweat it out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Cause that's what we do.
Sweat it out.
Mikey Benoit, crossface crippler, man. When a girl leave me, she get a hair salon, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm gonna go and put a, I don't care what.
Wrong with this nigga, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Crossface crippler, man.
Bronson, what's wrong with your man?
Sweat it out. Thank you for the birthday cake.
Yeah, this shit.
You hear me?
This nigga just keep
Yeah,
going.
you know what I'm saying? If you got I don't care what you got, weave, wig, I'm gonna sweat it out, man. I'm gonna put you in a whole new, I'm gonna drop some cash on you, might get you some fly shit too. I know you're dealing with Mikey Benoit. For sure, sweat it out, baby.
He in his bag right now.
Yeah, sweat it out. Y'all know what's going on. If y'all ain't hip to it, go ahead, check out that motherfucking Love vs. Money album, man. It's a classic R&B album. There's a whole lot of things going on when that came out, man. I had a shitload of money. It was on.
7.
Yeah, so number 4, man. KC, JoJo, Devontae, Mr. Dalvin, man. Freaking you, man.
Devontae Sane.
You know what I'm saying?
Devontae sang, man.
If you can make this sexual, I wake up feeling so horny.
Right from the song.
He just telling you because all men wake up feeling horny. I want y'all ladies to know that.
Oh, every morning.
Every morning we wake up feeling horny.
So if you want some little early morning quickie, that's the best time. So as
Ladies,
you wake up,
keep your
that
man
bitch already,
happy. Pop a
that
dick in your
bitch
mouth.
pre-brick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's already pre-brick, you know what I'm saying?
Don't let him pee first.
Don't let him pee first.
And
Don't
he pee
let
first
You
is
let a
slow.
nigga pee first, you might get a 2-minute round, man.
Yeah, don't let
the
him pee
nigga
first.
pee.
Do not let him pee.
You might get 10 to 17 minutes.
And
You know
give
what
him
I'm saying?
head first.
No, don't give me no head first. Don't give me no head first.
Not already, not
R.
enough.
Kelly.
Don't give me your head first, because then you go back down to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You just give him a solid 30 seconds of some crazy shit, hop on top, and that's a good
And I would
one.
be in that bitch like,
That's cool, because she's still gonna bounce until she get hers. She gonna bounce real fast while that bitch gets
I
soft.
wake up feeling so horny.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was
That's what happened on
that's
the
what
podcast
Jodeci do.
sometimes.
But let me say this though. That's what Jodeci does though.
The ladies,
I wake up feeling so horny.
Casey hit him that horny, it hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him
Right here.
right in the pussy bone.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the pussy bill. What she say?
Huh? He said, wake up what?
You felt horny.
Hit him right there.
My God, man. And JoJo, you know, I can go on for days, but I couldn't go on for weeks.
Oh.
I can go on for days, but I couldn't go on for weeks, baby.
You asking for too much for weeks.
Come on now.
What's
Don't make me. What he's saying is, don't make me wait.
Yeah, don't do me like this.
Liable to miss it now.
Don't do me like
Miss
that.
your blessings.
You know what I'm saying?
Number 5, man. Can You Get With It by Usher.
Oh.
It was a lot of Usher shit I could chose, but I'm
Usher got them joints.
He got
Usher's
them
on my.
joints.
He's actually one of his songs is my number 1.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but can you get with it?
Feels
This is
it.
such a
Every
hard
time
list.
I look at you, there's so many things that I wanna do.
Bang.
Ooh, Devontae produced that joint too.
Bang.
Devontae wrote and produced that joint. And Usher was like a kid. Usher ain't know nothing about that. But he sung it and I believed it and I was with it. I'm still with it. Mikey Benoit. Number 6, Scratching Me Up by Trey Songz.
Ooh, I forgot all about that. Ooh.
Okay. That's nothing but
Damn,
nuts.
that's straight
Nothing
fucking
but
though.
nuts.
Scratching Me
Fuck
Up
baby
by Trey.
making. That's straight fucking though.
Straight fucking.
Ooh. Tyrese?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
honorable mention. That's
That's a
straight
good one.
fucking.
Yeah, Straight Fucking is a good one too.
Baby.
Well, that was Big Mike's list. I
It's
think
cool.
that was a solid list. Jumping right into Great Dane's list.
Let's get it, right there.
Number 1 goes to R. Kelly. This no shade wearing for him. Takes away from how I felt about your bitch ass. Seems like you're ready. Just takes you back to Players Club. That little flop diving too with the dress, like that little. Yeah. Not to get too personal, it's actually the song I Lost My Virginity to.
Okay, that's too personal.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
You didn't, and not to get too personal. That's like saying, with all due respect, you're an asshole.
I was really getting personal.
You just cold disrespected me with all due respect. Not to get too personal. Lost my virginity. So it's very personal.
Lost My Virginity this song.
Yep. So,
I lost my virginity to. It was a song when I was.
There wasn't no music on. Was it music on?
It was some music on when I lost my virginity, and I should tell y'all too.
What was
What
it?
song was it, man?
You might as well.
I'm just such a
It's
gangster.
probably some good
it's
Chinese boy.
That's on my list.
It was some funny shit on when I lost my virginity. Actually, it was like 2 songs.
Damn, you went 2 songs on your first time?
No.
I was gonna say, nigga, you was an anomaly.
No, yeah, I didn't go 2 songs. But it was Queen playing the party at a party.
What?
What was on TV or something? The video was on?
It better be
I
the
know
video.
nobody playing that shit on the CD player.
Queen playing the party is a party,
probably
man.
was.
It was a party it was a party going
Oh,
on.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. No, I thought you might have had a vibe going.
And the party ain't a party. I caught my wave that night.
And so, let me be completely transparent about my list. My list of baby making songs is actually the year that I made a baby.
Oh, so these was all the songs you was real time fucking to.
The next 3 songs for sure is I Made a Baby.
Oh hell no, let's hear it.
Okay, so 07, Pretty Ricky was at their height. Number 2 was Juicy. Can I make it juicy for you? Yeah, I had a nigga strip for me on that one.
Wait, what?
Moving right along. AJ
You
Nothing
gave
But
him
a
some
Number.
after that?
hell yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
She said, hell yeah.
That nigga came down with the roll.
She said, hell
Shit,
yeah.
well, we was drinking some Montebello's on Long
Oh,
Island.
Lord, hell no.
Tore my ass up on that couch. Okay.
Montebello. I bet he did on trying to give you Montebello's, dick. That's my man. That's wino shit.
I was young.
She lost her virginity to Tyson Beckford.
While drunk off of Montebello Long Island.
Yep.
Man. Jesus
On the
Christ.
couch.
This
And that
shit
nigga
is
still
crazy.
dancing to this day.
So he was a stripper.
No. Moving right along.
She lost her virginity to Flex and Twine.
No, actually, I didn't. This is so. Number one was losing my virginity. Now we're on making a baby. This is when I made a kid.
Okay. Oh, you was making a kid to this one.
I was making a
This
kid.
the one you made Antoine to.
Yep, with some ice.
Oh shit! Shout out to Will Smith. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
So, age ain't nothing but a number. Definitely comes on super. It ain't nothing but.
I got some on my face.
So moving right along, gotta keep going. Falsetto, the dream.
Ooh.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
You said
By Juicy. I mean Juicy. By Pretty Ricky.
What happened to age ain't nothing but a number?
That's the name of the song.
it's by Pretty Ricky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, how does that go? Just real quick, how does that go?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Going down.
That is how it goes.
And I have for you.
That is not that song.
I'm thinking of Aaliyah. That's what you said.
Let's give you.
I had never heard Pretty Ricky. Age ain't nothing but. I had never heard Pretty Ricky though. All I know is 5 in the morning. That's all I know.
Okay, look.
That's them.
We're gonna give it to you. Real quick, I'm gonna give y'all just a little.
All I know is I seen clips of them niggas like humping the ground and
Oh, I'm
shit.
sorry, nothing but a number.
Okay, I'm about to say again.
Let's give it a little.
Yeah, this your boy Flash.
Pleasure P.
This your boy Flash. Alright, I heard enough.
Let him come on.
This shit boo.
Mm-mm.
Alright, let's hear it.
And this nigga was stripping in this?
No, it was the other.
So you basically talking about fucking a young house?
I don't know what he was talking about. Alright.
I thought they was kids when they made
They
this
might have
shit.
been.
He might have been talking about a cougar then.
Yeah. So number 4 was Falsetto by the Dream. And this got so difficult.
Nothing but a number.
So I'm a little ratchet.
Never heard that.
I am a little ratchet. So Lovers and Friends made my list.
No, that almost made my list.
That,
dog. I ain't
Lovers
gonna
and
lie to
Friends
you.
is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song. What?
Yeah.
What?
And that is number 5. See, and I struggle with
Another
this.
Lil Jon song almost made my list too.
I struggle with this. So my last song is a local song.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's Backseat by Goodfellas.
I ain't hear
Y'all ain't never heard that song?
Oh,
And just for y'all, I had a cue.
I think I remember this song.
I had a cue.
It's an old song.
Oh,
I think I remember.
is it the original version?
That sound like a remix.
No, this is the remix. Hold on, real quick.
Remix.
Because that's Erica Kane. She wasn't on the original one. Give us 1 second, guys. Little commercial, State Farm.
I was gonna say,
Definitely,
damn, they sample.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, they sample State Farm.
Why is the commercial so long?
Ah,
So anyways, Goodfellas made a song called Back. Oh, wait, we got to skip the ad. Here we go.
Alright, let's check it out.
You had sex with this?
Several times.
That little sprinkle is a sexy sprinkle at the beginning. That could initiate some sex. I like the slow start off. Okay. Never heard it. Oh, I did hear this. Yeah, I hate this song.
I remember
Yeah, I
this.
hate this song.
This shit was horrible. They didn't play this shit cross town. You must have been laid up with a cross town. They didn't play this up the way. But the bars cross town, they used to play that.
I heard this song and I always was like, who is this girl singing this shit song?
Her name is Nadia. She's actually a singer now.
Nadia, you didn't do a good job.
So that was
Naughty on the beat.
so my last disclaimer song is that Ray Jr. song and Erica Kane.
Oh, hell no, man.
Don't come at me, don't come at me.
I hated that song.
That song was terrible.
I'm like, yo, these two motherfuckers is. Alright, let's get into my time.
Oh, they made a song
That
about
don't
it.
come in
Me don't come in
See, I was in
me.
jail and I'm happy I was in jail
Yeah,
when
that
that
shit was
came out
terrible,
because
man.
that sounds
I'm like,
crazy.
don't come at me.
I ain't gonna lie, he came.
You
So
trying to
I
like
fuck
to
with
let
that
that bitch
song.
murder name? This ain't nowhere near my type of music. Let the fuck don't come at me. Shut up.
What's that?
Shut up.
That shit sounded a little. I don't
Girls,
know.
you gotta shut up,
That
man.
sound a little like that give me a little rapey vibe.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I felt. I'm like, man,
I can't listen to that. Okay, no. I won't even touch you, baby. Go ahead about your business.
I'm leaving that bitch. All right, look, let's get into mine, man.
I've never heard that song.
I have once or twice.
I'm doing law,
and I was just kind of like, nah, that ain't it, B. But okay, number one on my list. Can You Handle It by Usher, man.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about that song. One day we was doing karaoke at my wife's mom's house and shit, right? So her mom don't even know that I'm like the songbird in my generation and shit, right? She has no idea. So she don't even know, you know what I'm saying? I be singing, you know what I'm saying?
Singing, not singing.
That motherfucker come on, I hit the bitch, you know what I'm saying? Now since that happened, you know, I killed it for one. Just let y'all know I killed this shit, everybody. Okay. Falsettos and all, I'm hitting the bitches, you know what I'm saying? I was drunk too, so you know, I'm in my bag. Now at every get together, her mom's like, "Hey, yo, you wanna sing that other song?" Hell no, that's a one and done. You know what I'm saying? It's a one and done. But that was a song though, like back, you know, me and my now wife, man, we had split up when we was younger, and that was a song that when we had a house full of chicks, me, Twain, the Skis would play that in the living room on a big TV, let it blare through the whole house, man, and just have some fun, man. So that was one of them joints, man. Can you handle it if I go there, baby, with you? Yeah, Usher was in his bag. Number two, Half on the Baby by R. Kelly, man. Just one of them joints. It's one of them joints, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't see the room right now. Everybody just started mouthing the song.
Niggas start singing out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to go into no detail on that.
You don't. We know.
Except for that big ass bed, man.
What, did he?
In the video.
Yeah, they did have a retard.
Yeah, the all white joint, you know what I'm saying?
That was like one of them beds that could sleep like 9 motherfuckers.
Yeah, that bed was crazy.
Yeah, that bitch was retarded.
Roll around that bitch 6 times.
6
He was
times.
still young.
Something that
With
big.
the shits.
Mm.
Number 3, Speechless by Beyonce.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Them guitars in that motherfucker, dog.
I'm sorry, you a Pisces?
I am. Big Pisces. You know what I'm saying?
Sus.
Big Pisces. You know what I'm saying? But that is one of them songs that actually could have been my number one, dog. That is like one of my all-time favorite fucking songs.
It should have been Beyonce is number one.
Yeah, I know how you feel about Beyonce.
The Queen. It's her birthday.
Speechless is my favorite. Number 4, man. How Does It Feel by D'Angelo.
Oh.
Yeah, you motherfuckers thought I was playing?
No, that's that
y'all
real
thought I was
Pisces
playing
shit.
with this shit? Y'all thought I was playing with that? I ain't
How does
playing.
it feel, baby?
That nigga had that falsetto. I don't know if y'all peeping the theme on my list, man.
It's a falsetto.
I'm a falsetto guy, man. You know what I'm saying? The falsetto equals fucking. That's simple.
You got some J Timberlake on there?
I did. See,
we-
you got a
we
different
slept
type of music mind, bro.
We slept
I ain't throw no Justin Timberlake. If I did, though,
Because
it
A
would
top 6 for this song, for this particular topic, could be anything.
That's what I'm saying. We could have did all 90s. What we get into that? Number 5, My Body, LSG, which was we listened to that. It's one of them joints, man. All over the money, girl. In the middle of the night, when,
Super
you know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night.
Gerald Levert, recipes
In the middle of the night.
Gerald Levert, you a sexual legend.
I wanna feel your pressure just wrapped around me, oh so tightly.
In, out, I wanna hear you shout.
Whoa!
Feel me? This is the type of shit we into.
Yeah, that was dope.
Number 6 though, go to my girl Ari Lennox, Up Late. If y'all ain't hip to this song, it's a very sensual song, man. You can do some real fucking to it, man.
It's gonna go ahead and
It's one of my favorites.
come on,
You
music.
know what I'm saying?
Ari
Ari Lennox got a few joints. She got a backseat song too on her first album. That's fire. If you ain't heard that one, that's another good one. And I got an honorable mention, man. Take You Down by Chris Brown, man.
Thank you.
Gotta throw that in there, man. Again, so for me, if we talking fucking songs, it need to be a falsetto and an electric guitar in that motherfucker. If you have one of those in your song, you pretty much good to go. You know what I'm saying? That electric guitar just give you that kind of that sexy feel. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what you think about Dave Chappelle.
All the white people with the electric guitar.
So,
Black people in drums.
And that white lady was in that bitch nigga put her titties on that electric guitar.
Like this though.
I guess it's the white in me, man. I like that electric guitar, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like that electric guitar. You know, Isley Brothers, they was notorious for the electric guitar and falsettos. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, what the fuck was his
R. Kelly
name?
was born from the Isley Brothers.
Oh, for sure. He was Minnie Ryan, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Mini rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So that's my top 6 honorable mention, man. I think everybody has some fucking solid lists today, for real.
These were amazing. Put these in your playlist if y'all.
If you don't have it, put it in there, cause it's guaranteed to get you some pussy.
We be doing so good, man. We be doing so good. It's scared for something.
The hood rap just always just comes out of her.
Hood rap.
Pussy. Damn.
So look.
Hood rap. Hood rap.
So my word to the wise
Some
today.
motherfucking box brand.
Man, that's all you need. Ain't that right, Chef Pound Bub?
What you like? She was fucked up.
Craig.
Do you love me?
That bitch is ratchet. But anyway, go ahead, man. Word of
Okay. So word.
When next time she get braids, it's on.
All right, I gotta get serious.
Yeah, we're gonna remake that skit. Great day.
We should do that.
That'd be funny as hell.
We should do that.
Should.
Should put that on the book.
We
Put
gonna
that on the
remake
books.
Put that on the books, man. We gonna remake that skit.
So okay, my word to the wise today deals with the promiscuous woman.
Oh, there's a lot of those out here.
There's a lot of those out there. So just when you meet a woman that may have had a tainted past or not some likable mentions in her past.
But you got a few bodies trying to wipe.
She got a few bodies. Number one, fellas, quit asking women.
Right? Hey, that's my shit.
Quit asking women how many men they slept with.
Who asked that?
Who asked
Hold on, guys.
Who asked that
Hold on, that's a 50-50 with men.
Is
That's
it?
a 50-50.
I'm gonna be real. I stopped asking that shit after I was like 17 for real. I'm just like, I don't really
And you
wanna
a different breed.
Hold up my business.
But that's not that's not a question you ask women. But we're gonna let you finish that. But that's not a question you ask women per se. If you were a real nigga, you shouldn't be asking a woman how many men she had sex with first. Secondly, like now, if you're like if it's some type of like game y'all playing or like conversation where it just comes up,
That's different.
that's a totally different thing. But you shouldn't be sitting there like, so how many bodies you got underneath your belt, baby? Or you done heard she's permitted. Like,
You're never gonna get a real answer first.
Exactly.
and foremost.
So that's
it's
number one.
just corny. Don't be corny, my nigga.
Yeah,
So
I
fellas-
never asked that shit.
So fellas, when you ask a woman that question, you automatically put her on the defense. Because number one, you're digging way too much into my personal life from the past. You're asking me about some things that I've done in my past. So a lot of women that now, and I'm not saying all women, but women that become promiscuous have reasons. Not all, but some. Some people could have been molested. Mm-hmm. Some people could have no father.
R. Kelly,
Some
Kells. Go ahead.
Shout him out again during one of my words to the wise.
Well, stop bringing him up.
I didn't even bring him up right now.
You basically did.
Chew your gum.
Some women are promiscuous because they've been molested. R. Kelly was molested.
I didn't bring him up. That has
Okay, well, what I'm saying is
R. Kelly a woman?
No, but you're. It sounds like you're about to excuse certain women.
No, I was not about to
on
excuse
things that
them.
happen.
I'm not excusing
Let her
them.
finish. Let's hear the
I'm
point.
not
Gotta
excusing
let her
them.
finish.
I'm telling you that there are motives, not motives, that there are incentives behind some of the things that women do. So some women sleep around for money. You might need to feed your kids. You might not have another way of doing it. Now, granted, there are other ways that you can go about doing it, but sleeping with a man that has money that's going to give it to you is the easiest way.
Hey, you know my quote. You always sitting at least $40 over what?
Yeah, exactly. So for the promiscuous woman, she could be tainted, she could be hurt, she could be going through something, she could be lost. There's a lot of reasons why people, and there's some women just like to get fucked. So there are a lot of promiscuous women that have different reasons for why they are that way. But men make
Some women like to have sex.
Yeah, some women like to fuck.
She said what she said.
I said what I said. I didn't say sex. I said fuck. So with the promiscuous woman, she sometimes has to find herself, and then maybe she will in return stop being promiscuous. That's not always the case. But men drive some women to be promiscuous. Bad breakups, cheating, lies, a lot of that makes women kind of, it does.
I do, but I don't understand it.
Because listen, every time a man lets you down, another layer of you is pulled back.
I get that, right? So that means go and be friendly pussy?
Not really, but you want to feel good. You want to no.
I get it.
Okay, women are attached to sex with emotion.
Right.
Men fuck for sport. Some women, but a lot of men fuck for sport because they be like, shit, I'm about to see what I,
One of my closest friends in the world, man, his favorite line is, "It's just dick and pussy."
Exactly. So some women can't differentiate the two. Some people can't separate the two. So when they start having sex with the person, and then I blame a lot of it on the men. The way you fuck a woman is important.
It's very true.
Have sex with.
the way you fuck a woman is very important. Because when you do that, if you eating her pussy, ass, sucking her titties and all of this and that, that's going to make her think that she's someone of importance.
We might as well call this shit drug dealer's dream.
Oh, what you want me to say, vagina and penis?
I don't want you to say nothing.
Okay. So with all that being said, if you give a woman your all, you pour all the way into her
Champion fucking her.
Yeah. You know, you done turned the baby making music on.
I tell my niggas, stop champion fucking these chicks if you ain't about to.
And then next thing you know, you wondering why she running up to you in the club thinking you her man. And he's not gonna stop talking to you.
And I mean, just me personally, I think that there are so many different levels to this conversation.
Oh yeah.
You put up some very valid points. Sometimes we don't know what or who we're dealing with at that time initially. Some women have been through traumatic experiences. Some men have been through traumatic experiences. Some people, and that's what I want to just say. Some people don't know how to have a healthy, honest relationship because they never really had one.
And that's extremely true.
Never even saw it for that.
Or never even saw it. So sometimes we have to remember that it can kind of go both ways. It can kind of cut both ways as far as men are concerned and women are concerned. Some men are promiscuous because, for one, they were taught that it was cool, it was the thing to do, and fear to a certain extent. They don't really want to get close to anybody, so they do what they do, move on, do what they do, move on, because they don't want to have that connection, or because they don't understand it. So it goes both ways. I just pray that if you are dealing with multiple women or just one woman, I hope you're pouring into them whenever you have the opportunity. I hope you're breathing life into them and what they want to do as far as their goals. Hope you're letting them know that they don't need a man to do anything. Black women, you are the best women in the world. Y'all can do and conquer anything. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care how you've been through it to get to it to where you at right now. You are a great person. You're a great asset to our culture and our people, man. And I appreciate and love all of y'all. Sometimes it goes a little kooky.
Yeah.
But that's human nature. That's life.
The point of view that David just gave about uplifting our black women and speaking life into them, a lot of y'all don't do that. A lot of y'all don't even think like that. A lot of you have sex with a woman and you block her. You don't even answer the calls anymore. You see them out in the spot, you act like you don't know her. Throw her away like yesterday's trash. But then you wonder why she's so defeated and why she's sleeping with him and sleeping with him. And then you embarrass her in public. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll come up and speak and you kind of shade her away. Wave her off. Don't even want to speak back.
I mean, this is the thing too, and I have I've spoken on this with my wife a few times and shit, just about how women sometimes just lack that self-worth, right? So they allow a nigga to get that type of shit off, like you feel what I'm saying? But then you got them certain women that just ain't tolerating no bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they gonna check that shit at the door, and it's like, for me, them the type of women that I'm attracted to.
Exactly.
Like, I like a strong, I like a bitch borderline arrogant, for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around a broad that's like, for one, easily accessible by just any random nigga with a few dollars, first and foremost. But second of all, like, I don't want no friendly ass broad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think honestly,
we don't like layups, ladies.
Yeah, we and this go back into my point when I said making
some
nigga
niggas
wait.
like layups.
Like a real nigga though.
A real nigga
love the thrill of the hunt. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the more you make a nigga wait, the harder he gonna work. Then you get the real side of him. But if a nigga could take you out for drinks first night, we go nigga spend $200 and get the pussy, it's a layup. You made it easy for $200.
Listen,
shit.
My father always told me, you give a dog a bone, he gonna go wrong. You dangle that bitch, he gonna be around.
Exactly.
He gonna be all in your ass.
It's literally about making yourself exclusive. So let me just give you ladies a cheat code. Give you a little cheat code. Just be exclusive, man. Make yourself not as accessible. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a higher success rate, and you'll reel in some more quality niggas and won't keep fucking with Tyrone and Buki and them.
And just real quick before we end this, I want people, because like what Dana was talking about initially, forgive, man. Forgive yourself. Forgive people that have hurt you.
It starts with you.
You know what I'm saying? Forgive, man. And just look and move forward, man. And actually, and when I'm talking about as far as the fellas is concerned, if you're dealing with a woman that's promiscuous or has a history, or you know she messed with this dude or that dude and you still like her, like, forgive her past, man. Ain't nobody perfect.
Cause you gotta have.
And then this be the crazy shit. It's like a
forgive
lot of
her
the
past.
dudes that's holding that shit over their women head probably didn't have sex with 200-300 broads.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck you gonna be mad at her for having?
Yeah, cause she got a few bodies under her belt. Who
It's
cares,
a grown ass
man?
person, bro. Like we all went through childhood up to adulthood, man. We done did some fucking in our lives, man.
If I meet a
Who
man,
gives a fuck?
if I meet a man and you ask me that question, I will never talk to you again.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
You
Like
shouldn't be
I can't
asking that
even remember
question.
the last time I even had that conversation with a female, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's not my business.
There's another single female in the room, and I just want her to raise her hand. If it's 50-50 on when men ask you how many people have you had sex with?
No, she said like the amount of
people that ask
like
you.
50-50.
Is it 50-50?
Oh yeah, 50-50.
Yeah, so it's a 50-50 chance. I meet some guys that I never
It should be 80-20 because there's a whole lot of corny niggas out here. I'm surprised it ain't 80-20, you corn meatball ass.
But listen, a lot
niggas.
of like the image that men portray around other men is not really how they are.
No, absolutely.
You know,
not.
so what I'm saying, when they get on the phone with these women, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different story. A lot of you meatballs are out of line. And I'm calling you out. You're out of line. You asking questions about a woman's past. You're not pouring into her. You're not helping. You're not assisting. You're not making her better. One thing that you need to know about the black woman is she needs the black man to become who she's supposed to be. So whenever you see a single woman that's going through something, don't take advantage of her. Lift her up or don't deal with her at all.
Niggas want that low hanging fruit, man. That easy kill, man.
You is some sucker ass niggas.
Speak life into him, man. Your daughter might end up fucking with her son.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And now here you are. You know what I'm saying? Just you never know how things come back, man.
I got it.
Our culture needs us to be more positive when it comes to any type of engagement with our women. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm probably guilty as the next man in certain instances. But I try to always be positive, and I always try to uplift our women. I'm not perfect. I fall short. You know what I'm saying? In that department, as far as my dealings with women, of course, in my past, especially. But what I'm trying to say is, we have to do better. We have to be better. We need to uplift our women.
So with all that being said, that was my words to the wise. Just don't live in the past. Anything that is past tense is past. It's over with. It ain't coming back. You can't do it again. It's done. So with all that being said, I just want everyone to understand what goes on in our community with each other. Love each other. And if you don't want to love them, don't deal with them.
From my toes,
you know what, guys? That's our time.
My kneecaps, the waistline.
That's our time. I'm your girl, Great Dane. I'm sending you positivity, faith, and abundance.
We go have
Red line, man. Y'all
on,
motherfuckers be safe out
baby.
here, man. We gone.
Crossface crippler, baby. It was all a dream.
Great fucking show.
But I fucking got long.
That shit was
That
long.
bitch-
We didn't even touch on two
That
sides.
bitch got a little.
Dog, it got crazy on the cameras.
I saw you was working. Hey, shout out to Suge, man. Suge was working today, baby. I said we putting bruh through it on this one. I'm watching. I'm like, damn.
I had to grab my shit.